Merry meet everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this month's Lammas box from the country, which is Cottage, we got this to make a harvest pot with. So I'm going to do it. I thought I'd film it. The first thing I'm going to do is seal it with some Mod Podge matte, and that will make it an easier thing to coat for my paint. So I'm going to do this in stages. So for you it'll be, a few moments. For me it'll be however long it takes each coat to dry. So I'm just going to seal this with this. And you can see that it's very porous because it is pottery. I'm not going to put anything wet in here, so I don't need to seal it for water. I just need to seal it so that it's easier to paint. It's very porous. And I'm going to do it on the inside and the outside. Okay, so that's the outside done. I'm going to let that dry and then I'm going to do the inside, and then I will come back to show you the next stage. Okay, so the Mod Podge is dry, so I'm going to paint the outside, I think, and the inside, I'm thinking, gold, because I like gold, and it's probably going to need a few coats, but that's okay. Plenty of paint. This paint's actually mixed with some Floetrol, so it's paint I already had mixed up for Flow Art, so that's why it's probably not covering the best, because it's not just paint, it's paint with a pouring medium in it. So I might do the inside a darker colour, maybe. Depends what I decide to use this for. So the instructions say that you can use it for, you can use it if you want to seal it and grow a plant in it, you can. If you want to use it to put material in as an offering bowl to Sarah Wynne or other deities. You can put seeds in it that you've collected through the summer. I have never known a dog to be so barky as that little puppy that I've got. He barks at everything. He drives me mad. But I think, oh, I got off the topic then, sorry guys. I think I'm going to use this as a the bowl that you store things in to burn at Samhain or Imbolc. Oh goodness me. What are you barking at this time, Willow? Oh, I'm off camera again. Sorry, guys. I'm terrible at making how-to videos. Okay, I'm going to let that first one dry and then paint the middle, and then I'll be back to show you what I'm going to do. So I have painted the outside, as you can see, gold. This took 4 coats to do, and the inside I've done a green, a phthalo green colour. So I just used acrylic paints and I mixed them with the pouring medium that I use to do paint pouring. You could just mix it with water if you wanted, or just you know, like something like this, a pouring medium. That's not the one I used. I used that for something else. And then I put some symbols on, and to put these on I used these Posca pens. So I buy these for people in Australia. I buy these Office Works. You get all different colours. And so I painted the goddess, just a bit of decorations with some like beads on that stick out. That's the horned god, and some apples. So the original, when I sealed the container, I used this one, which is a matte, and now I'm going to seal over the paint with this Mod Podge gloss. Now, I had to buy this from Amazon because I could not find it in any stores in the local area. Even though they said they had them, nobody did. I've always got these silver. I always have a problem getting these things off. Oops. I'll just do this. So I'm going to put it on like this, and you can see how it goes on like a white colour, but it actually dries clear. Now you can use whatever you like to do yours. These are just things I have around the place because I do a lot of art, and for me witchcraft is also, you know, it has a lot to do with crafting things that you use in your craft. So I do use a lot of things. My puppy going crazy at whatever's outside. So I always have a lot of craft supplies around. But you don't have to go and buy anything. You can just use, even if you've got some old house paint, you could use that to paint it if you wanted to, or you could just glue things on here. Now just give it a nice shine. And you can see there that it's already dried and you can't actually see where it was. So I'm going to do the inside of this, and then I'll wait for it to dry and I'll be back to show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since I coated this with the Mod Podge to seal it. So it's nice and dry now. And for the next stage, I want to put a bit of this felt just down the bottom, so when I'm putting things in, it doesn't scratch. And I'm going to use this as a wisdom pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in the corner here, as far in the corner as I can, and then I'm going to draw around it with my pen. I'm hoping this like that, and then I'm going to cut this out. Didn't have any felt that was exactly the same color, but green is the color of Lughnassadh, so it doesn't matter what color green is. Just gonna put it down in the bottom so it looks like that. That's a good enough fit for me. Oh, just excuse the scraping while I move the chair to get a paintbrush. See, this is it. You have everything ready, not. So for the paint, I'm going to use the Mod Podge matte one. Just going to put a little bit in the bottom. Move it round a little bit. And then I'm just going to stick that in the bottom there. And it doesn't matter if you can see that white, because it will dry clear. Okay, that's my little pot done, and I'm going to consecrate this and use this as a harvest wisdom pot. The instructions on here say that you put things in here, so you write things, I guess, on a piece of paper, put them in the pot of things that you want to transform and transfigure, and then you burn those things that are inside and let go as you move on. And then I can cleanse this and consecrate it again for another use. So I'm going to cleanse this, consecrate this for what I've decided to use it for, and then put it on my altar. So I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. I'm hoping I'm getting better at these and not, going like this and you can't see what I'm doing. So thank you for joining me again. And until next time, many blessings and merry part.